Hello, what's up, everybody? We're coming to you with some tragic news right now. As you all know, the coronavirus is spreading. We're all gonna die. I'm just joking.
Your intro sucks.
The coronavirus has canceled every single sporting thing you can think of. The NHL, the NFL, the NBA, whatever. NFL free agency, let's just say that. But we have a lot of questions. All of us, we were curious about what to talk about because NBA has ended, but have no fear. We have a list of topics, and we're going to start. So just to break it into you guys, how long do you think the NBA suspension will last?
Go first, JC.
I think that it'll last a month, 30 days. I think that within a month we'll see more improvements. I'd heard that Toronto Raptors players, the Knicks, a lot of them, they didn't test positive for the virus. I know it's probably.
I'm sorry to cut you off. Did you know Rudy Gobert was playing with the virus?
Yeah. They tested everybody that he played against in the last 10 days.
Yeah,
they're all not infected. Even though Serge Ibaka kissed the basketball right after it was weird. Like, he kissed the basketball.
Donovan got it.
Serge does that a lot, though.
Yeah.
I see him kiss it all the time.
But I have faith that it'll come back. It'll be kind of weird to end the season off with one month left of the regular season and not have a champion crowned. I think the NBA is gonna do everything in its power to try to. I don't know. I think they should do a better job at cleansing the arenas before, after games. I think there's a lot of things that the NBA will do. And I just don't think that you can go a season without having a championship in basketball. Like, that's crazy to me. That's crazy.
This is something that has never happened in the history.
I'm going to tell my grandkids about
history.
this.
Even I think the suspension going because I heard the virus can't take the heat, hot weather. Yeah. So I think we'll start the season back up at the end of April. I think they're gonna they're gonna end the regular season though, just cut it right to the playoffs. So I feel bad for them 9 seed, 10 seeds fighting for the playoffs. I feel so bad.
Yeah, it's over for the Kings.
Yeah, I feel bad for them. Kings.
I picked them too.
They could have did it. That's crazy.
Let's be real. The Wizards are the 9th seed. They had no shot at making the playoffs. They were 6 games behind the 8th spot.
What's really funny though about the virus and stuff is that it's kind of like a vampire disease if you think about it, because it goes away. It goes away with the heat, with the sun out.
Oh, word, like the vampires when the lights hit them.
No,
it's like I'm just saying, but look,
some Dracula.
I think this next question that I have goes into what we're talking about now. Is like, do you think that the NBA season will get canceled?
That's crazy. If it gets I don't think it's gonna cancel. I think it's too much. The NBA, bro, they're gonna lose too much money if the whole season's canceled.
I think they're projected to lose $466 million.
Absolutely,
a lot of money.
But you know what's the thing? They will lose a lot of money, but I think that's way more important than risking people.
No, absolutely,
definitely.
But I think because I'm not gonna speculate it, but like. As you can see, maybe I could be jumping to conclusion, but you can play with the virus. Not saying you should or anything like that, but so it's not like something that affects like what you can do on a regular day basis.
Until it gets out of hand.
Yeah, from what I've seen.
Like Donovan Mitchell.
Rudy Gobert, they were playing hard, like mad hard.
Yeah, and
so
they said that in practice,
you know what's the worst thing about it though is that the virus is so easy to get. So you might not have it today, but you could have it tomorrow doing something regular.
That's why they're shutting everything down. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, like just imagine how many people, like Rudy Gobert, he wasn't taking it serious.
He was being funny.
He was being foolish. I think I love Rudy Gobert as a player, but this was funny to me.
No NBA player said prayers up for Rudy.
Nobody.
That's messed up, but in a way, because look, it was irresponsible what he did, but he didn't know. He tried to be a clown, but it backfired.
NBA family, regardless.
But just think about this. He did that at a press conference. He wasn't taking it serious. Just imagine how many people he was shaking their hands. He was signing autographs. He was doing whatever he was doing.
Oh, my God.
That is a huge, real life possibility that he was doing.
You could touch the mic and it's just like you got it. That's crazy. Like
wait. If you touch it, you got it?
No,
I thought if you touch it, you rub your eyes.
If you touch it, but then you rub your face or whatever, then yeah. But it's unbelievable.
If you touch, you got it because you're gonna touch your face. There's no way.
That's
you're
why
not gonna touch your face.
They say wash your hands every.
Yeah, you're gonna touch your face.
So
He was over there bugging like
he was.
So if it is canceled, what happens to the players that are on their last year of their deal? Do they play another year?
I think they should reset it.
Yeah.
I think The league should be reset it because college was talking about how they was gonna let seniors come back and run it back.
That's weird.
No, that's gonna make it crazy.
See, I totally disagree with that, and I disagree with it because how are you gonna tell a player that's about to hit the open market, nah, you got to play for another year. You can't get your money.
Oh, well, then at least give him the option. Like, what if a guy wants to stay, but the team doesn't have the cap, but this was going to be his last year with the team, you know what I'm saying? Like Marcus Morris, for example. He was going into free agency, but it was a possibility he could have won a championship this year. And now that possibility is blown. Now he got to hit the free agent market, and the Clippers don't have money to sign him back.
I know.
So he just missed his window to win a chip.
I know a lot of players, not a lot, I've heard a couple of players say that they wouldn't mind playing like July and August. I don't know about you guys, but
how is that going to affect next season?
It's a short season. It's like think about how it was with the lockout. Short season straight to the playoffs. You got to do it this way.
But the lockout, the off season wasn't short. It was the season.
The season was short.
Now,
yeah.
If we play
so it's vice
July,
versa. Yeah.
August, the off season gets short.
Well, look. So let's say they finish in August.
Preseason.
Yeah, they should. Let's say August. You got what, September, and then October. That's like 2 months, and then you're right back into it.
But you think about it too. If the season does go on until August, then you got
camp too.
Yeah, you got players coming into the next season in crazy.
And what
shape.
about the draft? The NBA draft. You got the rookies coming in. Like it's so much. Like they're gonna have to like next season's gonna be crazy. They're gonna have to cancel preseason. Gonna have to push the season probably about a month back. Because you got to bring the rookies in, you got to integrate them
I
in.
think that's smart.
The new free agents, DeMar DeRozan, he looking for a new contract.
I know this is going to be a Knick.
You never know.
He's going to be a Knick? You don't want that?
I don't want that, but they're saying that he could be a Knick.
I feel bad.
Yeah, I don't know if this.
Riv. No, now I'm starting to feel bad.
Riv, I don't know if this is like weird to you guys, but I was really excited to see the Nets and the Warriors game just to see how a game without fans would look. Like I just would they play music in the background
of Villanova hitting the game winner with no fans, and I was dumb tight. Like it just sounded so stupid. Like the Villanova game winner,
they had music
with there was no.
So all you heard was just sneakers.
Yeah, all you heard was people running up the court and
I got left, pick right.
Yeah,
you hear people
so
cursing. That's crazy.
It just doesn't sound right.
So
we'll never know.
We got JC recently.
Talk about the Nets.
You were recently tested for the coronavirus. He was recently tested. And what are the results?
I mean, I don't have the coronavirus. They would have sent me straight to the ER.
Like,
I mean, look.
You really went to the ER to get tested?
No. I went to the doctor's office.
Why?
Because I'm surrounded by a lot of people that come in and out of. I work at Costco. My Costco, you know what I'm talking about. I work outside with a lot of different people. A lot of people come in and out of the stores. I did it. I didn't think that I did it because I had it. I just wanted to be on the safe side. It turned back that I don't have it, so I don't got it.
Us guys our age get it, and it doesn't even affect us. Like we could have it like for weeks, days, and
I mean it was crazy.
No, the coronavirus does have an incubation period, so which that means that you won't feel the effects of it for 14 days, and then
sometimes
you'll start
3
to
weeks.
So you can have it without knowing that you have it.
I mean, I walk.
And today, Trump just called a national emergency.
Yeah, he did.
So he's gonna there's gonna be mad resources for people that want to go get tested and see if they're
Jeez, Joel, you blew my spot though. I'm cool with it though.
Now this is the thing though. I wanted to talk about JC because I just got a new job. I'm working with this guy right here, and
name.
I'm working with Riv right here, and at the job there's this old guy. And I had to sit in a booth with this guy for about an hour. And as soon as I went into the booth, he coughed into his elbow or into whatever this spot is called on your arm. Forearm. He coughed into his forearm. He looked at me dead in the eye and said, "Don't worry, I'm just dealing with a minor cold. I'm just dealing with a minor cold." And then he tried to shake my hand on hand. He was like, "Nice to meet you." And I said, "I'm sorry, bro, but with this coronavirus, I can't. I would love to shake your hand. I can't right now."
You gotta do this. You gotta give him this.
Not even. Let's go, my boy.
So I was in a booth. I was in this booth with this guy. It was a hot ass booth.
He didn't put the AC on?
Nah, because it was cold that
for
day.
him though. It
was cold that day, so I was in a booth, and he probably coughed in his forearm about like 4 times, like 4 different scenarios. So then after I'm out of here, I'm extremely worried. I'm like, yo, what's gonna happen? Fuck, I might have this shit because he's sick. And everybody where I work is telling me, yo, man, he's sick. He should have never came. Man, he's endangering everybody. But that's my story, and I still have not got tested. So I don't know if it's legit.
This might get him.
I don't have no symptoms of it. But like I said, you got the incubation period for it. So if I do have it, then I might have fucked up and passed it to everybody in this room right here, to Riv, to JC, to everybody.
I have no story because I'm not like them. I don't have the corona.
Nah, but Joel, my man said, don't worry, I'm not sick though. Nah, what? Like, what?
Nah, he's chatting OD.
So we just had to tell that story, and now we're going to go into our last topic. We're going to talk about which team does this suspension hurt or help the most.
This is going to hit a lot of fans. I think this helps LeBron James. And let me tell you why this helps LeBron James. He was going to lose in the finals. And since he was going to lose.
What?
I mean, not in the finals. Oh, yes, the finals. The WCF.
Who was beating them?
He was going to lose in the WCF to the Clippers.
That's what you believe.
Which was going to culminate in more bashing on his career. I think this helps him because now he can get another reload. You know what I'm saying? I think this hurts the Clippers because this was their time. They were going to win. I think this hurts. I think this has helped Giannis too because this was going to be another year when he loses. So I think this, those are the things. Those are the people I think it helped to hurt.
See, I think that is false. I think that your MJ love and LeBron hate is coming out because I don't think there's a real.
Wait. I forgot one team. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. My bad. I forgot one more team. You know who this really does help? The Knicks. It helps the Knicks because they don't have to see another team win a championship that they haven't won in years. When I mean years, I mean, what is it? Going on 80, 90 years, maybe 70?
What?
How long?
Since they won?
Yeah.
They won in the 73, 75.
73?
That's fine.
That's tough.
That's fine.
That me. Don't
That's
that me.
fine.
That's not
But
tough.
this is funny.
It's
This
not
funny
tough.
coming from you. I know that you're a Bulls fan. I know that MJ won 6 rings, whatever the story is. But in your lifetime, you have not seen them win a championship. So we're on the same. We're in the same
We're
boat.
all three on the same
That's
boat.
a fact, but you haven't even seen your team win 3 playoff series.
Oh my
I've
god.
seen them win 1.
Oh,
Who they beat?
They beat
Nah, real
the
talk.
Boston Celtics.
They did.
And
they
then
did.
they
They
lost to the
definitely did.
Pacers.
In 6.
Okay.
Should have won.
And then they have.
I had the Knicks winning.
But it's
That's crazy.
basically like what have you seen? You haven't seen anything either.
Nah, you seen the ECF,
You
right?
you seen it. You seen highlights on YouTube. Like you seen old clips. You seen hardwood classics.
He said you seen hardwood classics.
You seen hardwood classics.
Does the Knicks even have hardwood classics?
Yeah, they do. I watched the Game 7 of Houston Rockets and Knicks.
Yeah, I
finals
lost
the
that.
other day.
Y'all lost.
Yeah, John Starks with the bed. Yeah, I saw that.
He
game.
dead did. He was off that
That
game.
me.
I'm not that.
He said, I'm not that.
But that's the thing. I think that LeBron, there was a chance he was winning the championship this year.
Yeah, but I just don't think
I'll get into the teams that I think they hurt and they helped the most.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're right in the ballpark, and I just stumbled on my words.
You good.
It hurt the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely did, because if these players are on 1 year and they're leaving, it really might have messed up the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
I think that this helped the 76ers and this helped the Nets. Because if they start the playoffs later and then KD and Kyrie are healthy and they play, there might be a chance that they can make the finals.
Nah, I don't think they would bring Kevin Durant back in a high-intensity playoff game.
Hold on, JC, because this man flip-flops a lot. So now you think the Nets are going to get to the finals.
The East is not that crazy this year.
But you have stated time and time again you don't think the Nets are good enough to go to the
We're
finals.
talking about, okay, that's right. But we're talking about if it was next year.
You think they can beat the Bucks?
If it was next year.
With the 60%, probably 65% Kevin Durant?
Why not? Look, this is what I'll say. This is what I'll say. We're talking about next year. Who are the Nets planning on trading next year? Dinwiddie might be on the block.
Yeah.
Joe Harris might be on the block. If Kevin Durant and Kyrie
his contract is up. You guys have to pay him.
If Kevin Durant and Kyrie come this season and they have that group of guys, Harris, Dinwiddie, LeVert, Jared Allen, DeAndre Jordan, they got a bunch of guys. Yeah, they can make a run. They got the depth to. And Philly can make a run because Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons are resting.
Simmons was going to be out for a while, so man.
I'm gonna say this: the Nets, they have talent, but they also have issues because their issue isn't scoring. Their issue is defense. Every guy you just named, all 5 of those guys. Who was the 5 guys you named? KD, Kyrie, LeVert,
Well,
Harris,
it's Kyrie,
and Dinwiddie.
It's Kyrie, Joe Harris, probably Karis LeVert.
The Nets' issues is they
Kevin
blow
Durant,
big leads. They
Jared
go
Allen,
up big,
or
blow
DeAndre.
big leads, and
so
choke in the crunch.
You think we're going to blow those big leads with a healthy Kyrie and a healthy Kevin Durant?
I think you blew a few of them with a healthy Kyrie already.
Well, add Kevin
But
Durant.
I think KD coming back is definitely going to help. But I think you can't rely on a guy who's coming off of a Achilles injury the first
I
year.
agree.
Okay,
but we'll see.
We've seen Kyrie, ice cold, hit a game winner on your favorite player, and Kevin Durant.
We're talking about Kyrie.
And Kevin
Who did
Durant
hit a game winner on though?
over Steph Curry
Over
in the
Steph.
finals.
Oh, yeah, he grilled
and
him.
we seen Kevin
Can't guard him.
Durant win 2 Finals MVPs over Steph Curry. So they both on the Nets.
We also see Kevin Durant,
baby.
Wait, because we also see Kevin Durant blow a 3-1 lead to the guy that he won the rings with.
Klay Thompson went off.
Klay Thompson and Steph Curry.
I think Klay
Game
Thompson
6 was Klay, but Steph Curry had a really good game. Like, he had like 33
Steph had 31 too.
Yeah, he had a great game 7.
It was a slept-on performance because Klay obviously had the bigger scoring, but
Klay
Steph
went
almost had a
crazy.
triple.
Game 6, Klay's
you don't
the
know
thing.
much.
Because Klay just plays so much more defense than him. I just think
Klay is tough.
Nah, facts. I understand. He
more
wasn't
Nah, that
guarding
helped.
Kevin Durant, so
Who?
Klay. So that means
Who was guarding KD?
Oh, who's better,
Andre?
KD or Steph Curry?
Huh? KD. I'm not saying he wasn't, but don't forget KD blew a 3-1 lead. Oh, and that Kyrie guy you were talking about, he kind of like wet the bed against the Bucks a couple years ago, and if I'm not mistaken, no offense. So yeah, JC, because I'm high on you guys when you're healthy, but he was only like 8-10 when they were playing. He wasn't.
He played 20 games. I think his record was probably like
I think
8
it
and
was
12.
5.
8 and 12.
Yeah,
It was
it was under 5. They weren't that good when you were playing. So
But I don't think that's a big enough sample size. That's not even.
it's
That's
not,
barely.
but They
quarter.
weren't really.
You know, he had his best.
So
statistical
JC, what
stats this year.
team does this help? What team does it hurt?
Okay, so I agree with Joel. I think it helps the Nets. I mean, I think he already elaborated enough on that.
It helps Philly. That was a good one, Philly.
It does help Philly because, you know, Ben Simmons was probably going to come back during the playoffs
I
a
don't
little
think
bit
he was
before.
coming.
You know, and that's
show the severity of
awful
injury.
to have you like you come back in your first game back off an injury that's not that well, that's really bad, is in the playoffs. Too much adrenaline. A team that I think that this helps. I think it helps the Utah Jazz.
I'm crying.
I think it helps
Nah,
the
I really
Utah
just
Jazz.
laughed
I think
in
it
my
helps the
brain.
Utah Jazz because I mean, if you guys were keeping up with them, they haven't been playing their best basketball.
Bro, if you haven't kept up with them in the last couple of years,
They
not
haven't.
that good,
They
bro.
haven't been playing their best basketball. I mean, they are the team that kind of Rudy Gobert kind of started all of this coronavirus thing he did. But I mean,
Can I ask you a question? What are you so high about the Jazz for?
I just
Two players on the Jazz
Yeah.
have the corona. They might be exempt from the playoffs.
True.
It might just be Joe Ingles and them boys and Bogdanovich.
Bogdanovich is good though. But
Without Gobert and Donovan
all right,
Mitchell, they're losing.
obviously, I'm banking on them making full recoveries. I think they will. I think that's not out of the realm.
No,
to say
like
they
that's a
could.
serious question for me.
But
though.
listen, I'm gonna address it. Every team in the season has their low point. Every team. It could start at the start of the season, the middle of the
the
season,
Clippers have had their low points.
or it could be at the end of the season.
The Rockets
For the
have their low
Jazz,
points.
it was at the end of the season. They were blowing a lot of leads. They were losing a lot of tough games. You know, I think this helps them. You know, I think the Jazz are a really well constructed defensive team with a great coach. I think he's the most underrated coach in the league.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
I know this is a short segment, but I really have to ask this
What?
question because you brought up the Jazz. Just answer this quick.
I'll
Try to see if you
answer
can
it.
answer these questions fast.
Okay.
All right? Name me a player last decade. Name me a team last decade that won a championship without a superstar. You can't, right?
Wait.
It's not hard to think. You can't. You can't.
Wait, man. You said the last decade?
Yeah.
You got me.
That's
Okay.
12 years though. That's so 2008 to now.
Oh, could you say the Boston team had a superstar?
I was going 2010 to 2020. I was saying last.
Okay.
decade. That's how I was
All right.
rolling.
Would you say that 2011 Dirk was a superstar?
Yeah, Dirk was a superstar.
Wait, I'm not mistaken though. Decade is 12. Decade not 12. Decade's 10.
10.
Yeah,
Decade
decade
10.
said you was bugging. That's why
Okay.
I tried to let you go.
Yeah,
but
okay,
you
I
tried
thought
to
it was
keep-
10. I thought it was 12.
Nah, it's 10. You got
It's all
decades.
good.
All
We
right,
make
so now,
mistakes.
why do you feel the need to say that
Well,
to Utah Jazz?
because
like, what are you so high about them for? They're a bunch of there's two
listen to
all
me.
stars.
Listen to me.
Yeah, I really want
Listen
to.
to
I'm
me,
really
listen to
curious.
me.
Like, hypothetically speaking, the season's back. They're both healthy as
Okay,
hell.
look.
What do you
The
so
only
high
thing
about?
that makes this sound stupid, and I'm very upset, and Keith, you're bugging. Mike Conley was just
That's how
a
you start
straight
your
disappointment.
sentence?
I'm sorry, he was a straight disappointment this year.
Mhm.
Listen, I'm thinking you got Bojan Bogdanovic, you got guys coming back, you got a good coach, and I feel like Donovan Mitchell was on par to take that step
Right.
to be
To be what? To be what?
a playoff performer.
Bogdanovich though. Oh my god.
He's averaging 20. He's not a bad player.
Now he's not a bad
But he's
player,
a shooter. He's more or
but-
less.
but-
He shoots when he's open. He hits.
Could
when he's
you
open.
could this possibly help out Mike Conley, or you think he's just done? Like he's done. Like his career is like
I think
we're not
as soon-
gonna
I
get that
think
Mike Conley that was in
Mike Conley was pretty good in Memphis. He went to a new system and it didn't pan out the first year.
Kesey was bugging, bro.
I think realistically though, if you hypothetically we were to throw Utah in a playoff series with anybody, who was Donovan Mitchell better than?
I think that Utah actually they could lose in the first round.
Me too.
If they
Well, it
face
depends.
if they face Dallas, they're losing.
think they're
I
losing
think
to
they
Dallas?
can lose to Denver.
You think they're losing to Dallas?
He
No,
said
hell yeah.
Dallas. I mean,
I don't think they're losing to
OKC
Dallas.
can beat them.
No. Nah.
Chris
Who
Paul?
did I say OKC
Chris
could
CP3
beat?
is
No,
nice.
you said I was
Chris
delusional.
Paul,
I said that.
I didn't say that.
Oh, who did I say? No, I think
I never
said
talked about
against
OKC a day in
Dallas.
my life.
Who's better, Donovan Mitchell or Chris Paul?
Chris Paul.
Spider. What you
Spider.
mean?
Come
In a
on,
playoff
man.
series.
Spider.
In a playoff series.
I'm taking a Spider.
I didn't ask you that.
Nah,
That's not what
Chris
I
Paul.
asked you.
Chris Paul. He has more of a resume. But listen, you're not understanding.
I'm
Donovan
not
Mitchell.
understanding.
Donovan Mitchell could, he could have potentially broken out and
See,
become a big
the
player.
teams we pick, they have superstars. They have guys who are.
So you don't
top
think
5
Donovan
on
Mitchell
Earth.
could be a superstar in this league?
It's not what he could be. Is what he is today.
But come on, everybody knows
He's gotten better this year.
Donovan Mitchell,
25, 5 and 5.
Donovan Mitchell may be the Spider, but he's Tom Holland. He's not Tobey Maguire. That's just a fact. He's not Tobey Maguire. Donovan Mitchell is a fine young player, but he's
trying to
just.
hit him with the fine young.
He is a young player though.
I just don't think he's a superstar
He's
yet.
a really great player. He's an all-star. He's a
certified all-star.
No,
Not in the
you know
West.
What, you know what the
But
most.
Did he
overall,
make the all-star team?
yeah, he did.
How many he made? How many times?
This is his first time.
So he's not.
You know what I
certified
think
all-star
Donovan
Bro,
Mitchell
everybody
right
starts
now.
somewhere. You're not understanding that, but okay.
You know what I think he's in the molding right now, Donovan Mitchell? He's in like the DeRozan phase.
Mm-hmm.
He's like in the DeRozan
What?
phase.
DeRozan had really great years.
No, I'm saying like he's,
DeRozan never beat anybody that was Westbrook, Paul George, and Melo in the playoffs. And we're talking about him doing that as a rookie.
That
so
is fair.
don't even say
he's
DeRozan.
went to the Western Conference Finals though. Everybody takes time to
Eastern,
develop.
Eastern Conference.
Eastern Conference Finals.
He
yeah,
got
you're right.
smoked every year by LeBron.
But you got to understand, DeRozan came.
Don't use it.
They lost to
DeRozan
us
came
in
into the
7 with
league at
KG and all.
19 too, as well.
Mhm.
DeRozan came into the
DeRozan
league
did
at
come
19.
Donovan
19.
Mitchell came at 20.
21.
21.
Yeah.
21.
Okay, so these guys think that JC thinks that Utah Jazz they
Spider.
can make some noise.
The
River
Spider.
thinks that they can't, and I think that we need to end this right now because it's going nowhere. Because NBA season might get canceled.
Yeah.
This was our recap of what happened these last couple of days on the coronavirus. Hope you guys are healthy. You guys are safe, and if you guys need to get tested, go get tested to try to get healthy. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you again.